2. Right, we'll start standing. Have your feet wide, toes slightly out. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, arms lower. Inhale, arms lift. When you go down with the exhale, let your knees bounce. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Deepen the breath, 3 more. Deeper in, more powerfully out. I love the fact, Marion, you've got, I don't know who in your family, but someone else joining in. Brilliant. Nice big arms. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Put your hands onto your knees. Dip one shoulder in front of you and then switch, dip the other shoulder in front of you. So there's a little twist going through your spine. Your hands are keeping your knees wide. Feel like your shoulders trying to dip down toward the opposite knee. One more each way. The knees stay wide. And then arms in front, arms all the way up. Turn your toes forwards, catch hold of one wrist and pull the wrist over into a side bend, whichever way you end up going. Come up to centre, catch hold of the other wrist and pull your wrist over, leaning over into a side bend. Arms up in the air, heel toe your feet into hip distance. Apple pick, alternate reaches from one side to the other. Feel your shoulder blades trying to lift up through your arm. One heel lifts off the ground as you reach up. Sit your hips back, arms in front. Hands on your knees. Cat-cow your spine, so you inhale as your bottom points back, look forwards. And exhale, round the back. Inhale, bottom points back, look forwards. Exhale, round back. Inhale. Exhale. Whole spine moving from pelvis to head. Couple more. Round back and then slide your hands down your legs into a folded roll down. Give your head a little yes nod. And then a little no turn side to side. Down onto hands and knees. Hands slightly forwards from your shoulders. And wide on your mat. Spread your fingers, shift your weight forwards, the hips dip down. Shift your weight back and push your hips as if you're trying to sit on your heels. Inhale forwards, hips dip. Exhale back. I naturally like to tuck my toes when I go back. It feels nicer in my knees, and it gets a little bit of ankle movement as well. So you can tuck your toes as you go back and point your toes as you come forwards as a little added extra. But if it ends up being too much to coordinate, then it's fine, just leave that out. Your arms stay straight the whole way through. Move with your breath, inhaling forwards, exhaling back. One more time. Okay, and then forwards this time. And shift your weight toward the knees. Leave your left hand where it is. Open your right arm, threading the needle. Thread your right arm under, bend the left elbow 90 degrees. Inhale, open your right arm. Exhale, thread the right arm through. Try and keep your hips what feels like directly over your knees. Got one more cycle of this, so I'm going to go down as if you're listening to the ground. One more. And then this time hover, listening to the ground, and control your landing. Take the hand that's on the floor, take it up toward the ceiling. If your neck feels uncomfortable with that, stretch your arm out in front instead. Otherwise, the arm that's up toward the ceiling, take it round behind you and drop it toward the opposite hip, the hip that's behind you. And maybe your hand can even wrap into the hip crease, so you're catching hold of the top of the thigh. and roll your left shoulder back. So if that's putting pressure through the neck, any neck conditions, you could stretch your left arm up to the top of the mat instead, or keep your hands on the floor for a bit more support. A couple more breaths as the shoulder rolls back, opening more into the shoulder. Place your left hand flat on the floor, push up, open your right arm out to the side again, step your right foot forwards, and then bring both hands onto your right thigh and come up to a one knee kneeling position. Tuck the tailbone under, bring your belly in, and then take your arms straight up in the air, drop your left hand behind the back of your neck and catch hold of the elbow. Press your elbow up into your right hand, left elbow pressing up into right hand. So pushing down into the left knee, long in the left side, and high in the left elbow. Then release both arms down inside your right foot. Lift your right knee off the floor and circle your right thigh bone round. And then change direction. Right knee lands, keeping your right hand on the floor, slightly forwards, wide, left arm opens for threading the needle. Left arm threads through. Inhale as you open. As the arm threads, bending your right elbow 90 degrees. Try not so much to reach up through your arm, but to turn your chest to help the arm lift. Two more. And this time hovering your ear off the floor and control the landing. Option to straighten your right arm on the floor or straighten it up toward the ceiling. And then bring your hand down to the back hip, so that's the left hip, or maybe into the hip crease. Catching the top of your thigh to help you roll your shoulder more open. And then your right hand returns to the floor. Lift your left arm out again. Step your left foot forwards in place of the left hand and come up. Hands on the left thigh for balance as you position yourself here. Drop the tailbone down, hug your belly in. Arms up. Drop your right hand behind your neck and catch hold of the elbow with your left hand. Now you want to feel like your right hip is pushing down into the knee. And your right waist is lifting up all the way up through your shoulder into the elbow. Knee and elbow pressing in opposite directions. Both hands come to the floor. Take your left leg back for circles, circling around whichever direction you first go in. Change direction. Knee down, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Pedal the heels, one up, one down. Spreading out your fingers, broadening your palms. Head nice and relaxed. Inhale with one heel. Exhale with the other heel. Walk your hands towards your feet. Pull in through your belly and stack your spine up, one vertebra at a time. Go into a little shoulder roll once you're standing. And then shake down from your shoulders to your fingertips. Bring your hands onto your hips. Let's try the similar to threading the needle but standing. Keep your hips facing forwards. Take your right arm in front, open your right arm, turn your chest but keep your hips facing forwards. Back in front again, hand to hip. Press on the hip so it doesn't turn. Inhale, arm in front, exhale, twist. Inhale, arm in front. Exhale, hand to hip. Press on the hip so it doesn't move. Inhale, arm in front. Exhale, twist, turning your head, turning your chest. Inhale, arm in front. Exhale, arm down. Inhale, arm in front. Exhale, twist, no turn in the pelvis. Inhale, arm in front. Exhale, arm down. One more each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last, inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale in front. Exhale, hand down. Keep your hands on your hips. Lift one heel. I'm going to start with my right heel. That's mirroring you. And lift the knee up off the ground so your foot is flexed as if you're standing on a step. And your knee is lifted up to hip height. Circle your foot. Change direction. Keep your foot flexed. So we're going to take the same side arm up, open the arm round into a twist and keep it there. The hand that's on your hip can hold onto the bent knee for some support for the leg and see if you can balance. Keep your balance, come back to centre, both hands hold the knee, slide your hands down your shin, catch hold of your ankle and stretch the front of your thigh by pointing your knee down. Bring your other hand onto your tummy and draw your belly in and back. Thigh bone pressing back, belly pressing back. Stretching the front of your leg. And then the foot that you're holding, that leg's going to cross in front. Arms go up, catch hold of your wrist, banana stretch, standing banana stretch. So whichever leg is crossed in front, that's the side that you're leaning to. So if my left leg is crossed in front, I'm leaning, oh hang on, you can see. I don't want to make that too confusing. Anyway, you all know what you're doing. Come up, uncross the legs, bring your arms back down, hands onto hips, lift your other heel, float your knee up, fix the thigh bone into your hip joint. So whichever leg is lifted, lift the same arm, turn the arm round, turn your chest, twist. The legs, the hips don't move anywhere. Now the other hand that was on your hip can catch the knee if you like. I like to get my fingers underneath the back of the knee and then I can hold it up. Nice and steadily, come back round, both hands hold the knee, slide your hands down the shin, catch hold of your ankle, and then bring your free hand onto your tummy, stretch the front of your thigh, thigh bone presses back, shoulders roll back, stand tall. When you let go of the leg that you're stretching, cross it in front, arms up, catch the wrist, lean over, pushing your hips out to the side. A bit like when you were doing your kneeling position, you want to push down into that long leg and lift up through the waist into your arm. Back up to centre, uncross the legs, arms come down, chin lowers to chest, roll your spine down. Come back down onto hands and knees. Walk your hands just out in front of your shoulders, bring your body weight over your arms. Let's do a short set of push-ups. You can bring your toes up to the ceiling if you want to be on knees, or you can have your toes on the ground and knees off the floor if you want to be in the harder version. Go with 10 rounds of your push-ups, hug your belly in, bend your arms so you're going about a third to halfway down. Try to keep your head in line with your spine, especially when you go downwards. We don't want the head to feel like it's trying to hit the finishing line on its own. So your hips, your chest, your head stay in line with each other as you're moving up and down. Counting your own, you're going up to 10, then you're going to child's pose. I've got one more. When you're in child's pose, hands together in a prayer position and drop the prayer behind your head, elbows reach forwards. Similar to the arm position you were in when you were holding your elbow in that half kneeling position. Release your arms. Let's come forwards to plank, forearm plank. And we're going to go from forearm plank to a side forearm plank, adding a little threading the needle version to it. So down onto your forearms. You can have knees on the floor, toes up if you want a lighter version, or toes down, knees off the ground. Breathing calmly, keeping focus on your core. So I think turn on whichever side is easiest to face the screen so you can see. As you go into your side plank, onto the edges of your feet, or if you were doing the knee version, turn onto the edge of the bottom knee so your feet end up behind you. Okay, whichever one you're doing. You're facing the screen, your forearms pointing forwards. Other arm up in the air, inhale. Exhale, thread the arm underneath, look at the forearm on the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Keep pressing through the forearm on the ground, so you're building strength in your upper arm, shoulder, and your core. 3. Little twist through the waist. 2. 1. Then we'll take a stretch, lower your hips down, mermaid position your legs and lift up and over into a side stretch for that side. Keep hold of the shin to the side of you, and then the arm that's up and over in the mermaid stretch, just reach it down towards the far end of your mat into a little neck stretch. You can always do this with legs in front. If sitting with the legs in that mermaid position doesn't work, you could have done it there. And then you can either go back to the same end of your mat, or you can flip to the other end of your mat, so you'll still be facing the screen when you turn into your side plank. Come down onto your forearms, either knees or toes, same options. Pressing through both forearms, let that press travel down into your shoulders, which press away from your ears, travelling into your core as you feel your ribs and your pelvis pressing into the same connected space. Turning to your other side for forearm plank, and again if you're going down on your knees, you just turn with your feet dropping behind, so you're just on the bottom knee only. Staggered or stacked feet, your choice. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, thread, look at the forearm on the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Try and do it without the hips dropping or hiking up. So imagine you're in a long tube and you're just rotating within the tube. Squeeze a little in your waist as you squeeze into the twist. 3. Inhale, open. Twist. 2. Inhale, open. Twist. 1. Inhale, open. Hips go down, mermaid position the legs, or of course have them in front, catch hold of the shin, side bend over. So if you're doing legs in front position, you just go into a side bend like that. Keep your head dropping that way and reach your arm away from your head. Neck stretch. Head comes up, come round onto your bottom. Let's go into a little V sit, so lean back on your sit bones, lift your feet up, let go of your legs. V shape with your spine and your thighs. You can have the legs bent or you can make your legs follow that V shape up, your choice. We're going to go down into an advanced version of the 100 from here, making it less advanced, just have one leg off the ground. Making it more advanced, have both legs off the ground. If you're doing one leg, you're doing 5 breaths with one leg, switch the leg over, 5 breaths with the other leg. Lower down to the floor so your lower back and ribs touch the ground, but your head, shoulders and legs are off the ground. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths if you're doing a single leg. Single leg people switch over. Double leg people, we've got 5 more breaths to go with both legs lifted as well. Your Pilates stance if you can, so it engages the back of your legs. Couple more breaths. Do a last inhale, and when you exhale, lower everything to the floor. Bend your legs so your feet are flat to the ground. Lengthen your lower back, arms by your side, and let's go straight into a shoulder bridge. Spread your toes, curl up the tailbone, and roll up. Top of the bridge, don't lift higher, but stretch your knees further away from your shoulders, and roll back down. Inhale as you land. Exhale, roll up. Feel your knees stretching away from your shoulders, so there's no need to push up through the hips, but to lengthen the line. One more plain one. Inhale, land, exhale, roll up and stay up. Let's go for a little heel walk. One heel lifts, switch the other heel lifts. Just alternating the heel, however high it comes up, it doesn't matter. If you struggle to lift your heel off the ground, try bringing your feet in a little bit closer, it might make it easier. Whichever heel lifts next, keep it lifted, press more firmly into the other foot and lift into a single knee fold. Let's go down and up for 10 down and ups to work the back of the leg. So we go down, up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up, return your foot to the floor. Lift the other heel, press through your firm flat foot and then lift the knee. Okay, down and up, down, up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, knee reaching away from your shoulder, 2, 1, stay up, return both feet to the floor, roll down. Walk your legs together so your inner legs are touching. If you joined the last class of the studio classes, we did this little abdominal set and we're going to do it together now. So the soles of your feet go together, your knees open but you're not dropping into a stretch. Squeeze the soles of the feet so that the knees squeeze in like you're holding a beach ball between your knees and you're giving it a little bit of a squeeze. Abdominal curl, arms reach forwards, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you stay up but bring your knees in. Take your right hand behind your head and your left arm outside your right leg. Pulse here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Your inner knees are touching, your feet are flat. 3, 2, 1. Center, switch the hands over, reach outside the opposite leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, nice and steady in your pelvis. 4, 3, 2, both hands behind your head, knees come towards your chest, hop the hips off the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the pelvis touching the ground, single leg stretch, right knee in, left leg away. Inhale as you switch the legs over, exhale, squeeze the other leg in. Inhale, switch, exhale, in. Inhale, switch, exhale, in. Keep the back of the chest curled up off the ground, shoulder blades off the floor if you can. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. Nice little hollow in the lower belly. 2, 2, 1. Hands behind your head, both legs bent, and then same legs but adding a rotation. Inhale to begin, exhale, twist toward the bent knee. Inhale, switch, exhale, twist. Inhale, switch, exhale, twist. So when the legs pass by in that double knee fold position, you're inhaling, exhaling to twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 5, 5, 4, 4. Try and keep the pelvis steady. 3. Feel that nice rolling across the back of the chest toward the opposite side of the chest. 1 more each way. 1, 1. To centre, knees in, head to the floor and circle your knees open and closed. And then the other way. Go into a banana stretch, legs out, arms overhead. Decide which way you're going and banana stretch from there. Same as you did standing. Undo that side, go to the other. Come back to centre, bend your legs, feet flat on the floor, and go to figure 4 stretch with your right ankle crossed. Hold the back of the left leg. And then pin your shoulders wide and press the right knee wide and forward slightly, pressing with the right knee. Left foot goes to the ground, right leg up, hold the back of the right leg, stretch out the back of the right leg. Right foot lands, left ankle crosses for figure 4. Hold the back of the right thigh as the left knee presses wide and forwards, or away from your left shoulder, I should say. Right foot to the floor, left leg in the air, holding it for a hamstring stretch. Well, that's certainly done me the world of good, from travelling, Christmas excess, followed by a long day travelling, followed by a long day climbing today. You can feel the benefit. Both feet to the floor. Feet wide, rest your knees together, open your arms, palms to the ceiling. Breathe in deep, 3. Exhale with a sigh. 2. 1. Legs straight and wide, no sigh, but an invisible sigh. Really long and restful sighing inside. Dropping you into a mini super speed relaxation. Just showing what you can do with the power of just 3 breaths, or 6 if you can put them all together if you ever need a quick relax. A few long sighs, a few deep breaths, relaxing, becoming still. And then shake yourself about. Feet flat on the floor, keep your feet wide and rock your knees side to side. Turn your head the opposite direction to your knees. When your knees face the screen, turn your head to the screen as well. Push into your hands and come up. Come to sitting. Take your arms up as you inhale. Bring your arms down, touch the ground as you exhale. Do that one more time. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. Well, we've done 3 of the others, so let's do 3. Again, inhale. And exhale. Nice. Well done. Don't go yet.